Hey, folks. I'm Black Dragon, and welcome to another edition of Black Dragon Biker News, the Black Dragon Biker News Network. Biker news you can trust. Check this out. You can't make this stuff up. You're with a group of guys from your motorcycle club, and you kill somebody. And you get charged for it. So all of a sudden, so you got the road captain, the secretary, and the president all involved in this. And the president shows up and says, I didn't have anything to do with it. As far as I'm concerned, I felt sorry for the guy. The guy who killed him is a real R word. Whew. Wow, man. Talk about getting thrown under the bus. Well, we'll talk a little bit more about it after this. Howdy, folks. Hey, now look, make sure that, Christmas is coming up. So I would really appreciate it if you guys made sure that you went over and checked out blackdragonsgear.com. We got t-shirts over there, the original We MC. The motorcycle club is not about I. The motorcycle club is about we. Please make sure to get over to blackdragonsgear.com. Prospects Bible, published in 2014, #1 best-selling for more than 7 years. Make sure to get my greatest masterpiece, the President's Bible, Chronicle 1, Principles of Motorcycle Club Leadership, and the second edition We MC shirt. It's about we MC. The Prospects Bible for Women's Motorcycle Club, Public Relations Officers Bible, Sergeant-at-Arms Bible, our t-shirts. It's all over here for you, man. blackdragonsgear.com. And also we have different t-shirts for sale. You can choose them from the link down below in the description of the YouTube channel and also the Facebook store. So make sure to check us out on that, friends. We would absolutely appreciate it. So the story goes, we covered this a couple days ago, where this poor guy from the, I believe it was the Red Chiefs Motorcycle Club, he got run over. He was followed, tracked down by 2 vehicles. And one of those vehicles pulled up alongside of him. As I understand it, one of the vehicles pulled up alongside of him, and he stops, and I guess maybe he's addressing the 2 men in the Mercedes or something like that, when a third man ran him over from behind in a van. And the icky part about this, and like I was saying, like the icky part was the van had a CCTV in it or something that was showing everything. The van recorded. This guy ran over a guy in his work van, and over there in Europe, in Britain, I've heard that it is one of the most videotaped populations on Earth. This is what I've heard. I don't know. I didn't see any cameras when I was over there. All the times I've been over there, like I never saw any cameras, but I'm sure they were there. So not only this, but this guy had this camera in his own in his car, in his van. So not only do they have cameras all over on the outside, he actually had one in his van, and all of this whole murder is captured in the van. It's captured on camera. So one has to wonder, like, what were these guys thinking? So all three of these guys were accused of murder. These guys were of the Bandidos motorcycle club, and the article will say, but I believe the victim was of the Red Chiefs motorcycle club, which is associated as like maybe one of the support clubs or something of the Hells Angels, or something like that. So it's amazing that it's not. It's just, I don't want to say amazing. It's just unbelievable that all this could take place like this in the open, under surveillance of cameras. Like, these guys weren't given an F. They weren't given an F. Like, we're just gonna do this. And there are many things that come as a result of this that we talk about in many of my videos when we're talking about education protocol and stuff like that. And after I read the story to you, I'm going to go into that. But the biker president, the Bandidos president, was deposed. Is that what you call it when you go sit up there and you have to give your statement, or you're interviewed by the or cross-examined or examined? Yeah, maybe he was cross-examined or examined. I don't know the term, but he was on the stand. And as the story goes from Cornwall Live, he said, the title says, "President of Biker Club accused of murder on the A38," or actually on A38, I would say on the A38, said he felt sorry for the victim. Uh-oh. It sounds like somebody's getting ready to be thrown on the bus. Now, we do remember that the victim is a grandfather who was killed, and everybody's pissed off about that. This grandfather was murdered. Now, this is overlooking the spot on A38 where he was killed, as I understand. It's a bridge that goes over the A38 where many people have placed his tributes. So, a jury in the trial of three men jointly accused of murder of a Mr. David Crawford heard how the president of the Bandidos Motorcycle Club called the van driver who drove into and over the 59-year-old. He called that van driver an absolute R word for doing this. Now, R word is a pejorative over there. It couldn't be wanker. I don't know what the R word stands for. I need someone from over there to tell me what the R word stands for. But, if we had the M word up there and a bunch of stars, we'd know that stands for mother effer. So I'm not sure what the R word stands for over there, but they called him, he called the driver an absolute R word. Maybe Kevin Fitz can tell us for doing this. And that's bad when the president of the club says, man, that guy was an absolute, let's exchange our word for dummy. That guy was an absolute dummy for doing this. So it looks like maybe the unity is starting to split. It sounds like bus throwing undering to me. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like somebody's getting ready to be thrown under the bus. And I tell you guys, I tell you all the time, when you get into these situations and everything looks real good out on the street, when you're doing the thing you're doing and you get to court, you start finding out how the rats will crawl off the sinking ship. I mean, in the end, a lot of times it's always going to be every man for himself. David Crawford from Ivy Bridge died after his black Kawasaki motorbike was struck from behind by a Ford Transit van on the A38 on slip at St. Bordeaux Junction on the evening of May 12th. I don't know what on slip means. Maybe that means on the transfer road or something. I don't know. On slip. You guys got to help me with that. But anyway, he was killed there on slip at St. Bordeaux Junction on the evening of May 12th. At the time, he was stationary. Damn. Alongside a black Mercedes, which had pulled up alongside him on the slip. Or on the on slip. Okay, so maybe that's an on ramp, the on slip. Maybe that's the on ramp. It must be. Benjamin Perry, age 42 of Wright's Clothes in Davenport, was driving the van at the time while Chad Bradding, age 36 of Wright Clothes in Davenport, and Thomas Pauley, aged 32 of Heather Walk, Ivy Bridge, were in the Mercedes car. All three have denied the charge of murder by joint enterprise. So they are accused of, like, we would call it conspiracy here. They all got together and conspired by joint enterprise to murder this poor guy, which they did. But they say, no, we're not guilty of murder by joint enterprise. And now you're getting ready to find out why. The jury previously heard how Mr. Crawford was a member of the Red Chiefs Motorcycle Club, which is affiliated with to the more notorious Hells Angels. Whereas Perry, Braiding, and Pauley were all members of the rival Bandidos Motorcycle Club. The jury at Plymouth Crown Court listened as a junior prosecution counsel, Simon Jones, and Detective Sergeant Joe Mercer read out the interview with Braiding following his second arrest in June this year. Braiding has been identified as the president of the Plymouth chapter of the Bandidos Motorcycle Club, and Perry was the secretary, and Pauley was the road captain. Damn! So you had the executive board there handling that business. During the interview, Braiding claimed that while he was in the Mercedes, now this is, man, you gotta catch this one. He claimed that while he was in the Mercedes, which had that motorcycle pulled over, right, and he was across from them, right, adjacent, right next to them when he got hit from behind. So he does say, yes, I was in the Mercedes. But he says he had dropped his phone in his lap and effectively sat there with an open line while Perry was speaking on the phone in the cab of the Ford Transit in the lead up to the collision. So let me give you some context here. The president is accused of directing this whole enterprise while being on the phone and calling it all together, getting the Mr. Crawford pulled over and setting him up for the truck that was going to ram him from behind. And they say that they know that he did this because he was on the phone with the driver of the van the whole time. Now he tells us, yeah, I was on the phone, but I had dropped the phone in my lap. And effectively, I was just sitting there with an open line. Just sitting there while Perry was speaking on the phone in the cab of the Ford Transit. He was driving that Ford Transit. He may have been talking to me, but I didn't even have the phone. I had dropped it in my lap. And he was speaking on an open. In response to the questions from officers whether Perry was talking to nobody, so you're telling me Perry was talking to nobody then, he said that was absolutely correct. Perry was talking to nobody. He said, I didn't even realize Perry was on the phone. I wasn't even on the phone with him. I dropped the phone in my lap. I don't know where it went. I didn't have possession of the phone. He was talking to an open line. I did not direct this. Had nothing to do with that. Boom! threw that guy straight under the bus. Ching, ching, no sell. When he was questioned about why the Mercedes turned back along the A38, heading east from the Tamar Bridge, because remember in the story we did a couple of days ago, the Mercedes was accused of having flipped back around to go, maybe chase this guy down. So when he was questioned about that, why did the Mercedes turn back along the A38, heading east from the Tamar Bridge, just a few yards behind Mr. Crawford on his black Kawasaki? Braden claimed that Mr. Crawford came off the A38 at the St. Bordeaux Junction because he knew he was being followed. Didn't seem to make sense. So when they asked, how did Mr. Crawford know he was being followed? Braden replied, well, he has mirrors, hasn't he? That's okay. He did have mirrors. Well, he has mirrors, hasn't he? That's how he knew. So he then suggested that such questioning of him was irrelevant. When he was asked about the collision and he was asked about the collision and how Mr. Perry had ended up on the same slip road at exactly the same time as he and Polly, because you didn't orchestrate this by phone, you say. You were sitting there with the phone on your lap. So how do you guys all wind up on the same road at the same time at the same spot? Okay. That seems fair. He asked him, how do you wound up on the slip road at the same time? And he and Polly had pulled up along Mr. Crawford. He told police, I was nothing to do with it. I wasn't coordinating any of it. I want you to know, I was nothing to do with it. I wasn't coordinating any of it. The phone was on my lap. I had dropped it. I wasn't even talking. And then he said, he had 2 daughters. He said, I have 2 daughters, Braden said, and I just wanted to go home and see my girls. He also said, and this is the part where I wonder what happens to you guys. This is the part that you don't think about. He said, I have 2 daughters and I just wanted to go home and see my girls. And he also said, I did not join a motorcycle club to commit murder. I joined the motorcycle club to have fun. Finally, he added, I feel sorry for the poor B word. Bloke, bastard. I feel sorry for the poor bastard. Do they still use bloke over there? I feel sorry for the poor bloke. And now he's dead. I feel sorry for the poor bastard. And now he's dead. This is what the guy accused of being part. No, he didn't drive over the guy. He's trying to distance himself from the man who drove over the guy. This is a massive throwing under the bus. I had nothing to do with it. I wasn't even on my phone. The phone was in my lap. You can't accuse me of that. My phone line might have been open. By that time, I had dropped my phone. Well, how did you guys all end up there at the same time? How did you make a U-turn around and be with right behind that guy? No, that guy came off. He came off the road in front of us. Well, how did you? Why did he do that? He knew he was being followed. How could he know he was being followed? He's got rearview mirrors, doesn't he? Knows he's being followed by that van. Well, how does he pull up next to you and then get run over? Listen, you're trying to say I set this up on my phone. I was nothing to do with it. I have 2 daughters. I was just trying to get home to see my girls. I joined the motorcycle club to have fun, not to commit murder. And I feel sorry for the poor guy. The poor bastard, I feel sorry for him, and now he's dead. He also said that he thought Perry, the driver, had made a massive mistake. You damn right it's massive. Saying that Mr. Crawford's death was a terrible tragedy. Now, this is what the president is saying that was accused of murdering him, being a murder by group, by conspiracy, in concert with others. He said that he thought that the man who ran over him, Perry, had made a massive mistake, saying Mr. Crawford's death was a terrible tragedy. He said the Mercedes pulled up in front of the motorbike by around 20 feet, and the motorbike stopped and then pulled up alongside the car. So it's not like we pulled him over. We pulled up past him, and he pulled alongside of us. He said Mr. Crawford looked at the men in the Mercedes, and then the white van came out of nowhere, ran over him, and killed him. Accused of directing Perry to the location, Brady replied, absolutely not. I absolutely did not guide him to that location. Absolutely not. He was being followed. This has nothing to do with me. And then this is, where it gets kind of, it gets kind of sad. He said, it was a massive mistake. I absolutely didn't have anything to do with it. And then he suggested, and this is the part I always ask. This is the part I always ask. He said, hypothetically, if I was to orchestrate such an act, I wouldn't use a vehicle which everyone knew had a dash cam and a cab can in it. Like who does that? And we wouldn't be using our own mobile phones throughout the whole thing, adding, we're not idiots, intimating that we do TV. We do watch TV. We're not idiots. And this is a question I've always asked. And he was like, I was like, right. Like, we're not idiots. We watch forensic files. He said, we know these things. We know there's a dash cam. We're not idiots. Come on. He said such an act would be absolute madness. Saying the things you're throwing at me is barking mad. I've never heard the term barking mad before. Then he comes back and he says, Mr. Perry was an absolute R word for doing this. I don't know, wanker, retard, whatever you want to put in the R word, saying Perry acted alone. 100% he acted alone, is what he said. I wasn't a part of this. He 100% acted alone. My buddy in the car wasn't part of this. He said he could not get his head around it. I cannot get my head around it, adding that Perry had effed up. And we know what F stands for in every language. Perry had effed up everyone else's lives by what he has done. He said there was no plan. There's no nothing. Accused of being in charge of the plan to target a Red Chiefs Club member, noting that he was the president of the Plymouth chapter of the rival Bandidos MC, Brading said, absolutely not. It was all on him, all on Perry, and no one else. No one else knew what he was going to do. Asked what happened to his mobile phone used in the Mercedes, Brading admitted he had lost it at Inflatable Park at Ivy Bridge he attended with one of his daughters a day or so after the collision, and one day before he handed himself in to the police at Charles Cross Police Station. He admitted he had not reported it lost or stolen, did not use any phone finder apps, and did not try and locate it nor contact his phone provider. Instead, he borrowed a phone for a short period of time before buying a new SIM card from the cop and using an old spare phone, which many of us have done. The jury has also heard from a depot manager at the firm where Perry worked, as a jet vacuum engineer, saying he had been brought into the office and warned in the past about having his dog and smoking in the cab of his van, both of which had been seen on the cab cam installed in all the company's vehicles, and both of which were not permitted by the firm's rules. But he was going to do it his own damn way, obviously. The court also heard from Andrew Wilson, a civilian employed by Devon and Cornwall Police as an analyst. He gave evidence relating to the calls and messages which went between Perry and others involved in the case and the specific timings and locations where these took place. He confirmed that Perry and Brading's phones were in communication in the time leading up to, during, and after the collision with Mr. Crawford's motorbike, which took place at 8:30 p.m. and 8:39 p.m. and 52 seconds. He also revealed that at 9:28 p.m. and 8 seconds on the same night, Perry's phone underwent a factory reset, effectively wiping it of all information. The jury heard from a lip reading expert, Susan Whiteward, who gave evidence about words believed to be spoken by Perry on the cab cam footage. It was noted that some of her interpretations were similar to that of the defense's expert, while other elements were different. At one point at 8:39 p.m. and 21 seconds, both experts agreed that Perry said F-U-C-K, I would imagine, followed by either when or where do I, when or where do I, followed by which way to go. So although they couldn't hear him saying that, they got a lips expert. Do those really exist? A lips reading expert? I guess if you're deaf or something or work with the deaf, maybe you would be able to read a person's, and they couldn't get everything he said, but they did get the word F-U-C-K. They got the word when or where do I, maybe where do I go? And they also got the words which way do I go, which kind of makes it look like he was on the phone to you, my boy, asking for them directions, my boy, even though you said the phone was in your lap. Miss Whitewood said that her interpretation of Perry's words shortly before the collision with Mr. Crawford was "Woy man" or "Oh man," followed by watch this," before biting his tongue. The trial continues. Wow. It's all plausible. It's plausible. It's plausible that the phone was in his lap and he had lost it. He didn't say why he lost it, like the car took a crazy turn or something and it went sliding across the car and I couldn't get it back. Doesn't say didn't say that. And the lip reading expert, and it looks like SSW says, yes, there are lip reading experts. They exist and make bank working with private investigators who work for divorce attorneys. Oh, wow. You're sitting across looking in the car at the cheating woman and the cheating man. And you got a lips expert with the binoculars. Oh, yeah. He said, I hit that real good last night, didn't I? And she said, oh, yeah, daddy. Divorce! Ouch. Ouch. Well, but just look at how the rats flee the ship, right? Flee the sinking ship. Your president, the guy you believed in, the guy that was probably on the phone talking to your ass, setting it all up. It would seem to me, as they have said, that they have the voice reading, the lip reading gal, they have the expert. Now, we read this a couple days ago. They were using WhatsApp and stuff like that. So WhatsApp held true. They don't have any WhatsApp information, so they can't say what was typed and they can't say what was said because they don't have any recordings of what was said. And the WhatsApp end-to-end transmissions are encrypted. So they're not on there with WhatsApp evidence. No, mother effer, right here, you typed in, let's get him. They don't have that. But they do have the lip reading expert because Oh boy was riding in the car, talking on the damn phone in front of the camera. Why? Or oh, why man? Or oh man, followed by watch this. Watch this. Which way do I go? When? Where do I? Follow. These are the words they got. When? Where do I? Followed by which way to go. The lip reading expert got all that. That's ugly. Then they got the watch this. Watch this. Ha! That seems very you were in concert with others to me. I mean, if I'm on the jury and I'm hearing that, I'm like, that seems real suspect. But Beaker Dab says, congratulations, WhatsApp. Yeah, because we've been on WhatsApp real hard since they were bought by the Facebook folks. We've been on them like, man, I don't believe you. But they don't have any WhatsApp information. So WhatsApp held. All right. We'll give WhatsApp their kudos. Okay. So so this is my reaction. That was the news story. This is my reaction. You can't follow these people to hell or jail. Being in jail is like being in hell. It's like being dead on earth. It's like being part of the Walking Dead. Sometimes you guys, you put this unreal belief in a president of a motorcycle club. Like you don't believe, like you act like you don't realize that this is just a regular guy. It's like you do with preachers. I liken being the national president of the mighty Black Sabbath Motorcycle Club Nation for almost 10 years. It was like being a bishop in a church. People believe on you almost like you're godlike. And it takes a whole lot to keep yourself grounded. Talk about this in the President's Bible. Keeping yourself grounded to understand I'm not that demagogue. I'm not that God. I'm not that. Because your people build you up like that. That's my national. People would introduce me to their mama, not as John. Oh, that's John Bunch right there. No, not even as Black Dragon. Back then, my name was national. They didn't even call me Black Dragon anymore. Still, many of my members don't. Hey, National. What's up, National? And when they put that title on you, they put in you sometimes a godlike belief, a cult leader-like belief. They call you about their family problems. My wife's cheating on me. I'm about to be kicked out of my house because I haven't paid my mortgage. I committed this crime. Anything that you don't tell people. You might hear as a national president or as a local president. People follow you. You have and somebody said, well, why do you want to be president or whatever like that doesn't pay any money? Well, depending on what club you're in. But what it does pay in is, well, you look at a guy like maybe, let's say Kanye West. Let's just use a guy who's got a lot of money. So this guy can pay for people to be around him to protect him. But the difference in those people and the security guards you see around me is those people protect him because of a salary. My people protect me with their lives because they love me as full patch brothers of my motorcycle club. They will give their lives for me, for you, for a president, for a club brother. They will give their lives. I was walking in a time, and you can actually hear this on the video I did called The After Party that I did just 2 days ago. And one of the now presidents of one of my chapters, we were talking about the crazy night that we were involved. There was a shootout. So I'm like the rest of the boys, I'm trying to be ready for what happens or whatever. And as I find myself trying to get to the ready, I'm tackled by all these damn prospects who throw their bodies on top of mine. Protect the national. I wasn't even a national at that time. I was retired. Protect the national. These bodies are all on top of me. They're dragging me behind a car. These kids are putting their lives on the line for me. That's a hell of a heavy responsibility. You need to be doing the right goddamn things. Leading these folks in the right damn direction. You have power over them. Influence. It's like being a social media content creator on a whole nother level. I just got invited to a young man's wedding in January. I'm going to try my best to go. He lives here locally. About 4 or 5 hours from here. I don't know this young man. He's a follower, a subscriber, and he's asked me to come to his wedding. I understand that I have great influence over people, and all I am is a guy who started with a damn cell phone. I shot over 1,000 videos with a cell phone. And now I have people that subscribe. It don't make me nobody. I ain't nobody. But I'm somebody to a few people who follow. I have a great responsibility sitting here because I have influence over the way people think. President Trump said it best. I could walk out on the street and kill somebody on Main Street and nobody would do anything to me. He understood the power of what he has. That's why many years ago, when Charles Barkley spit on a fan and accidentally hit a 12-year-old girl, and he screamed, "I am not a role model." Well, you definitely, absolutely were. But we knew Charles Barkley had grown when he got that DUI, and he said, absolutely, I was responsible. He had grown knowing that he was a role model. When you're a president of a motorcycle club, you're a role model on a whole nother level. You're like a pastor, a preacher, a Mooney leader. People get cultish in the way they follow you. And it is your responsibility to do the right damn thing. To not have some fool riding in a car with cameras and stuff, recording him murdering somebody, running over somebody's granddad, who had no choice, no chance, no ability to fight. And now the whole world is looking at your organization and asking you guys, are you crazy? And then you walk into the courtroom and say, I had nothing to do with this. I know. You got the nerve to walk into the courtroom and say, I wasn't on that phone. It was in my lap. My club brother who did it was a real R word. He effed up. He did this all on his own. We had nothing to do with it. Hey, me and old boy here, we had nothing to do with it. He did it all. Whew. Even if that was the case, even if that guy did it all by himself, you're the president. You're the president. And one thing I always knew as being president, man, any stupid little thing one of my cats did was gonna, you are, man, I've had my guys do some stupid, oh boy. You just be looking like, you do know that I'm the one that's going to catch it for that dumb shit you just did? There's no I in team. There's only, come on now. There's only we in MC. We were all there. We're going to all get the blame, bro. We were there. We. Even the French, O-U-I, we means yes, y'all did. Y'all did it. We. So it's important for each person in the we to make me act the way that we need me to act. And I got to tell you, you will see, and I did a video just a couple days ago. This guy says, I would die for my colors. And he said, most of the people I know will die for their colors. Find the video. Most of the people I know would die for their colors. He said. And I said in my video, no, most of the people you know won't die for their colors. And why did I say that? Because this is dying for your colors. Standing. Actually, no. Hold on, let me find this. This guy, I responded. This is my TikTok video. I responded to a guy who said, most guys I know will die for their colors. See, to me, going to court and standing with your brothers is dying for your colors. It's another way to die for your colors. It's dying for your colors doesn't have to be a literal I died. I'm standing with my, because, if the jury buys this, then your brother goes to jail and the other two guys get off. And he's in jail. I don't know. I don't think they have the death sentence over there, the death penalty. They don't. The Europeans they don't do death, I believe. They're more woke than we are when it comes to that. They don't be having the death penalty and all that. Whereas here in Georgia, you can get your ass killed. And and Texas and Oklahoma, where I come from, they put women in the chair. In Arkansas, they put a 13-year-old boy in a chair, if I remember right. Let me not just say that. I think he was mentally ill or something. I got to look that up. I don't want to just say that. Let me take that back. In Arkansas, there is a ex-President Clinton was accused of, if I remember right, I got to look it up, but there was a 13-year-old kid not 13, there was a kid who was mentally retarded or something. Let me look that up. I don't want to just, because I'm aware that the words that I say are taken, people believe in what I say. So let me not just say something. I got to go read that again. But what I'm saying is, over here, you can catch the death penalty. That's my bigger point. And if you're to believe what the president said, that guy did it on his own. He acted on his own. I wasn't on the phone with him. I don't care what you read on his lips. He wasn't saying it to me. So now you're going to walk, and then that would mean the other guy in the car with you would walk, and your boy just got thrown under the bus. What the hell kind of dying for your colors is that? How is that standing up for your boys? No, what that is what happens. Every man for himself. So when people start telling me about how they'll die for their colors, most people ain't even had to face dying for their color. Dying for your colors comes in so many different colors, flavors, and instances. Whereas a guy might take a bullet for his colors, another guy might not be able to take 20 years for his. It's the same kind of thing. So what I said in this TikTok answering this guy who says, most guys I know will die for their colors, I said this. Actually, no. Most of the guys you know ain't fixing to die for their cuts at all. Most of the guys you know may think that they're prepared to die for their cuts. Most of the guys you know ain't never had to face the question of whether or not they were going to die for their cuts, their countries, their families, or any damn thing else. Most of the guys you know will be most like most of the guys most of us know. One guy with one gun on his hip, surrounded by 10 guys with 10 guns in their hands. Most of them ain't fixing to even pull their gun. Now, I've been doing this biker club thing for 30 some years. So you got to know I've seen it all. Even if I am just some old lousy 99%er, as you guys say. I've absolutely seen it all. I've seen how tough these cats are up until the time it's actually really time to do some outlaw shit. And, they fall short, a lot of them. Most of them. And so that's why when I hear you TikTok guys, I read you guys and you just rail on, I just smile. Because we see you guys in war. We see you guys in the military. We see you guys in the biker club. In the courtroom. Rah, rah, rah. Rah, rah, rah. Rah, rah. Rah, rah. Tough guys don't talk. Heroes don't squawk. They don't talk shit. They just make stuff happen. That's what they do. And then after it's done, they don't talk about it. You never hear about it guy tell you what he will and will not die for. Most brave guys that do incredible things, man, they're terrified the whole time. They didn't even know they had that in them. It was just time to move. That's why I just listen to you TikTok guys just mouth off. And it's funny to me. But since I am a teacher, and I teach motorcycle club stuff and protocol and stuff like that, let me give you a point. Think about the long game. not dying on the spot for something you can't do anything about. But if somebody takes one of your sets of colors, you put yourself in a position to take 30 of theirs. I never intend to die for what I believe in. It's my intention to make you die for what you believe in. Capiche? Actually, so that was my response to that guy. You see, dying for your cut takes many forms. We see him on the battlefield. We see him in the courtroom. And we see when it comes to standing for your bros, it takes, man, sometimes sometimes you can't do it. especially if he's right. I mean, especially if that guy acted completely on his own. Let's say the president's right. We've pulled up to that guy. We were going to harass him. We were going to screw with him. We were going to F with him. Maybe we were even going to beat him up. Maybe we didn't know what the hell we were going to do. We were just playing it out as it goes. Here comes this fool in a truck, in a van, where it's all videoed and everything, and he just decides to run the hell over the guy. He's ruined everybody's life. And he acted completely on his own. And I ain't going to jail for that. I wanted to get home and see my girls. I didn't join a motorcycle club to commit murder. I joined to ride motorcycles. So a lot of you guys need to think about that. When someone's got you up in a bunch of BS. And presidents have to have the presence of mind to calm shit down. Because you better hope you don't get somebody like me on the jury that knows how this stuff is supposed to go. My thing would be, well, why didn't you calm it down, Prez? But the president can't always calm it down because a lot of you guys got these folks in your club that shouldn't be there in the first place, always starting stuff. This guy's getting in trouble on his job. He had his dog in the van, smoking in the van, just doing whatever the hell he wanted in people's van, including murdering folks in their van. Hell, they might get sued. You knew this guy was a danger in your van. Why did you let him keep driving your van? Anyway, 53 minutes into this. Let me go over here to the comments real quick. I haven't done any comments today. I was about to be up out of here. Let me scroll on up. We're going to scroll because I wasn't watching comments today, really. I was too deep into my soliloquy. Good morning, Black Dragon community. Hey, good morning, Mike Ball. Just waking up. I hope you all are going to slay it out there today. Slay it. Now, we want to SLE or IEGH. However, I want to slay it like Santa Claus, not slay it like kill it. Duke Rose reminds you all to hit the like and share button and also subscribe. I know a dude that got run over and trapped under the hot exhaust of a vehicle. Oh, that had to hurt. Life's Resurrection says, I've picked up kids from under vehicles. It's not a good thing to look at. Had a 6-year-old girl pass away in my arms. Oh my goodness. I don't know what got you guys on that conversation. You guys are talking about being paramedics. You guys know that I was a search and rescue as a young guy. Did I ever tell you guys that? LOL should be easily confirm that. In the previous show, you told us a detailed description of the entire event from the CCTV. LOL, they can do the exact same for everyone listed. Okay, so you guys watch my show, some of you. What's up, Milton Stewart? Duke Rose said he joined an MC for Brotherhood. You didn't join the MC to kill anybody either? We don't have anyone from across the pond in here to tell us what that means. Yeah, I guess not today. The way people are irresponsible with phones, I'm glad they don't play with electronics. Hot chassis or hot mic would get them quickly. Yeah, I've screwed up on the hot mic. He does feel sorry for that man's death. He's sorry because he got caught. Yeah, I wonder how sorry he would feel if he didn't get it. But maybe he did genuinely feel sorry. I mean, it could have been any one of them. They're playing a dangerous game, running over each other with. I guess they don't have a lot of guns over there. Running over each other with effing cars. It could have been any one of them. It stayed silent if you're going. You'd stay silent if you're gonna stand on what you did. Let's see. Stupidity rules in most cases. Stupidity rules in most. Still rules in most of these cases. Stupidity, because these guys ain't thinking, man. Somebody said over there, it's not the same as the States. My biker buddies in Australia live hardcore. Oh, yeah. Yeah. The bikies over there, there ain't no question about it, man. TV says he's getting ready for a ride today. It's cold, but not raining yet in Oregon. Man, Oregon is like the rain state of the world, isn't it? Anyway, let me get down lower because you guys are just. I see you guys just talk to yourselves when I'm talking. You guys just talking about everything. Do you guys even be listening to me? Facts, Black Dragon. I turn to my bros for that ear, and I allow anyone who needs an ear to HMU. You never know. You could save a life or stop drama with just an ear. Absolutely, man. Who wears pink underwear? I don't know what y'all are talking about. We're just going to move on. Duke Rose says I was a slow learner. Went 4 times for the brothers and prison once, and no one was there when I was in. Oh, Duke found out the hard way. How quickly the brotherhood moves on like you're dead and in the grave when you're in prison, especially when you went for the brotherhood. And I hear that in every brotherhood. It's like, I don't know what brotherhood really takes care of you when you go to prison. You just kind of get forgotten. I agree, Black Dragon, but a lot of people put one on a pedestal and make them look like gods, which one should never do. I do understand the protection that brothers do to protect their leaders. Yeah, man, you can't let someone make you godlike. And you can't follow someone like a god. If they're telling you to do some stupid stuff and you know you don't want to go to jail forever, it's time to bow out. No, thank you. Y'all go do that. All hell, Black Dragon, rah, rah, rah. That's right. Let's see here. Scroll down a little bit. Rattlesnake says, Black Dragon's words are magic. They have the power to free and enlighten. They also have the power to poison and destroy. Be mindful of the spells you cast. Rattlesnake. WOFFWO. Yeah, be careful of those incantations, my friend. Somebody's laughing. Mooney leader. I haven't thought of them in ages. Well, you know I'm old. I guess that's W. You know I'm old. But ultimately, it's up to the reader or listener to interpret the words correctly and respond to them properly. Absolutely. Modern day sacrifice of a member, somebody called that. Ouch. Modern day sacrifice of a member. Somebody said Black Dragon is on it. Thank you, Tivy. And we're getting down to the bottom here. I've had bros try to slip into my relationship while on vacation. Found out that ain't happening real quick. So Frost is talking about whenever someone says in our world they went on vacation, they went over to the big house or little house for a little bit of time. So what he's saying, I've had bros try to slip into my relationship while on vacation, that he's had the very nasty experience, or his woman has had the very nasty experience of having a dirty, slimy, snake belly crawling son of a bitch club brother try to snake into the back door of his relationship and get at his woman while he was in jail on vacation. But his woman was strong in the game and put that slimy SOB back in his slimy ass cage under the rock from which he slithered. Oh, man. Now, Duke Rose brings up an important point. Most people, when we talk about dying for your colors, that takes on so many lights, right? So there are people, most will cheat, lie, and snitch for those colors when their freedom is in jeopardy. You know, facing that 25-year sentence and you're 50, it makes you, it can make you think. Not everybody's a Taco Bowman out there. I don't know if there are any of those left. I really don't know. In today's world, I don't think there's any of those left. Let's see. There are cameras everywhere. They just don't believe they will be caught. You know what they say: first to talk, first to walk. First to talk, first to walk. And that's what happens. All right, folks. I think I've read quite a few comments. Black Dragon, I listened to your show. LOL. Well, what's so funny about that? Black Dragon, I listened to your show. LOL. Much love, honor, and respect. Thank you for all your prayers. They are much appreciated. Brat from Life. Oh, hi. I hope you're feeling better. Praying for you. We stay in prayer for you. Trying to use the power of positive thinking. All right, man. That's it for me. That's my 2 cents. Love to hear your 2 cents in the comments section below. There's a lot to unpack here in this story, but what we're hoping for is we're hoping for our club leaders to do better by us. We're hoping that our club leaders will do better by us. If you're a club leader, that is your responsibility, man. It's your responsibility. You know what I mean? Try it on for size. All right, folks, don't forget, like I say, don't forget to check us out at blackdragonsgear.com. That's me on the victory. People, I don't know why people hate on my victory so hard. You can't beat it. Anyway, get your books, get the Wii shirts. Make sure to order your books from me here. President's Bible, Prospects Bible, Public Relations Officer's Bible, all available for you. Just come and check us out and, get your stuff for Christmas. Make sure to hit that like button, y'all, share and subscribe. We need that. We need you to like, and we need you to actually share the channel. That helps us. We can be found on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook, LinkedIn, and here on YouTube. Join our daily podcast, The Dragon's Lair Motorcycle Chaos, wherever you get podcasts. We have a Discord server. Make sure to join us on the Discord server. The link is in the description box below. If you need to get in touch with me, it's blackdragon at blacksabbathmc.com, blackdragon at blacksabbathmc.com. I have 2 new channels that I want you guys to go check out if you could. I have a channel called MC Protocol 101. Please go over there to MC Protocol 101 and check out the show. We have some stuff over there. This is what MC Protocol looks like. Biker Club Protocol 101, but it's called MC Protocol 101. I've only got 19 subscribers. And what we're doing, and we're just now getting this one started, but this is all just straight MC Protocol. So it doesn't have the biker news or anything like that. It's just all straight MC Protocol. So we ask that you guys go over there and give me some subscribers. Help me get to 1,000 over there. I would really, 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 really appreciate it. We also have our other new channel, which is this is not a new channel for us, but this is Think Tactical. And here you are. So some of you guys have not been able to find Think Tactical and MC Protocol 101 because they were brand new channels. But now that I have posted some videos, now you can actually go see them. You can actually type in Think Tactical and it should pop up. But it's got the site in it with the people doing karate and women doing self-defense and all that kind of stuff, so that you understand what Think Tactical is. This is to help you understand what's going on, the new stuff that's going on out there, and how to keep your family safe. So we got several videos up here, all the way going back to COVID in 2020. This is all the videos I've ever put on it. So maybe 15 or so, but we're populating this up, videos up every day or two. So go over to Think Tactical. We also have thinktacticalnews.com. And the thinktacticalnews.com is stories that news, right? Thinktacticalnews.com. Is that it? Yeah, here we are. Thinktacticalnews.com, the Think Tactical News Network, where we have stories up about all kinds of stuff. Rice and beans could save your life and the planet too. These are prepper stories. This was written. You guys know I got like several new writers. I don't know how many, but several new writers now. And these writers are helping me write these stories. This is from our section called the Prepper Pantry. And this is, with rice and beans, you can survive forever. So this story by Kenneth Lovejoy talks to you about your preppering, and about the Prepper's Pantry and how rice and beans can be used, how many grams of fiber and saturated fat and vitamins and all kinds of stuff that was written. So, we got it. We're putting it together for you. We have Everyday Carry over there. We have Ghost Eagle, who wrote this story about yarrow tea for survivalists, and how you can just go out into the wilderness and grab you some of this stuff and make you some yarrow tea, and what yarrow tea does for you. And oh my gosh, man, this is what we're doing for you. Why preppers are going mainstream, Everyday Carry, talking about rents in New York and what's going on with people. This is a story about a woman who killed a firefighter who was attacking her husband for her, not her husband, but her man was attacking a woman or cussing out a woman in a store. The firefighter takes things in his own hands, starts whooping your boys behind, and his woman blows the firefighter's brains out and doesn't even get arrested, man. It's amazing. Here's a story about a video which shows a woman wielding a pickaxe and attacking somebody's house with their children inside. So that's thinktacticalnews.com. That's Think Tactical. And then, of course, we have the Think Tactical podcast as well. So, man, we got it all here. Think Tactical podcast. Let's see if I can find that. Here it is. Look at that. See how easy I am to find? You people be hating on me. This is the Think Tactical podcast. And these are all the Think Tactical podcasts, so you can listen to Think Tactical while you're in your car. I don't understand why I'm not loved the way I'm supposed to be loved out here. And of course, we have MC Protocol 101. MC Protocol 101. We want you guys to go like, share, and subscribe over there. At least give me some likes over there, man. Help me get my channels up. So these are my two newest channels made for y'all out there in y'all world. Makes sense? So go over there and check me out. Go over there and give me the love I'm giving to you. Like, share, and support, and subscribe, people. You better be thinking tactical. It happens, still happens to you. Yeah, we just did a Think Tactical. Was it yesterday? Day before yesterday? They shut down an entire university. Not the university itself, but all parties. They shut down all the parties on the university because 3 people got accused of, or 4 people reported that they were drugged. One person reported that she was raped over there. So they've shut down all frat parties. We talk about how you're going to keep your kids safe in those areas. That's what we talk about. So there's videos and then there's lives. Yes, we're doing Think Tactical lives as well. I don't have a schedule for them. I just pop up with them now. Human sex trafficking we talk about. A shootout outside a convenience store that's captured. We talk about ways for you to survive, those sorts of things. Attempted robbery at gunpoint. We talk about how to be thinking tactical. This is sad, though. 56 views, 37 views. Come on, people. Do me better. Do the Black Dragon better. Well, you guys like this one. White women started heated argument with black woman at the airport and gets it. Look, 196 views. Like, you people like that, huh? Attempting kidnapping of a 6-year-old girl. That was 159 views. So this is Think Tactical. It's actually, I started it in 2020. But I just never did anything with it. I've been promising you guys I was going to do something with it. So I'm actually doing Think Tacticals now. So I need more than 24 views, people. I need more than 24 damn views. All right. But I will still make them for just 24 of you. I will. All right, then. I appreciate you all. That's my 2 cents. Love to hear your 2 cents down in the comment section below. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great day out here. It's getting cold. Enjoy your ride. It's raining in Georgia. Enjoy your ride in the cold. Motorcycling is year-round. Capiche? Hey, subscribers. Whenever you are in Macon, Georgia, you have to get over to my Motorcycle Club Brothers Cigar Lounge. Haley's Cigar Lounge on Ingleside Avenue has a night or several nights just right for you. Monday night football kicks off the week. Wednesday is whiskey night. Thursday, ladies night. Saturdays are make your night. And wrapping up the weekend, it's Sunday football. Haley's is closed on Tuesdays. Enjoy the friendly atmosphere at Haley's. Hang out at the bar or outside on the patio. They can also host your small events. Haley's Cigar Lounge, 2308 Ingleside Avenue in Macon, Georgia. Be sure to tell them Black Dragon sent you.
Get Black Dragon's first book, The Prospect's Bible, to learn how to join a motorcycle club. It has been an Amazon #1 bestseller for the past 7 years and is required reading for over 3,000 motorcycle clubs worldwide. This book is a must-have for new people venturing onto the motorcycle club set. It will teach you how to prepare yourself for service to the motorcycle club nation and show you how to qualify a motorcycle club to be worthy of your service. Available on Amazon, Kindle, and for order at your local bookstore. Get your autographed copy at blackdragonsgear.com. Be the best motorcycle club prospect you can be. Get the book.
Prepare yourself to take the helm as president of your mighty motorcycle club by delving into the pages of Black Dragon's newest book, The President's Bible, Chronicle 1, Principles of Motorcycle Club Leadership. There you will learn to advance your skills in applying the 14 scientific principles of leadership similar to those taught to officers in the United States Naval Service. Available in hardcover, paperback, and ebook. Get yours today on Amazon, Kindle, or order it at your local bookstore. Order your autographed copy from blackdragonsgear.com. Be the best motorcycle club president you can be. Get the book.